So this is it. So I figured I should cover some of the things that we did today before I forget. I'm just about to go to bed, so today was the last day before we basically are getting on the plane tomorrow. So today basically we just stayed at home, catching up with everyone, catching up with Granddad some more. Had a really good lunch again. Dad went and grabbed some lasagna toppers, which are these like mince but covered in a batter. Delicious. Anyway, just take it as delicious. And then we also went to Sylvia Park. I had some more souvenir shopping that I wanted to do for some of my friends back in Australia. So that was the subsequent plan for today. And on the way out, we're driving past Mount Wellington, and I'm like, I could probably walk up that. It shouldn't take too long, right? So, apparently, this is the mount that I've seen from where we've been staying. It's called Mount Wellington, and I'm gonna try and walk to the top. And everyone's like, no, 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 we'll just drive to the top. And we get there, and the gate's shut, so you have to walk. And I'm like, well, I'll be back in a couple minutes. So I walk all the way up, get to the top, take some photos like this. It's very windy up here. So I'm pretty sure this was a inactive volcano. Sylvia Park seemed very new, very flash, very fancy, but the area didn't seem particularly fancy, so that was kind of interesting. We realized we needed to get back. We were going to go to a place called Hong Kong Kitchen, which everyone was referring to as the Hole in the Wall, which is a nice little Chinese restaurant. And we had booked it for 6:30, so everyone was going to be there. All of Granddad and his friends were going to be there, so we all caught up with all of them and had some really good Chinese food. Normally, when you have a like if it's just me and my wife or me and a couple of my friends, you don't have too many choices for dishes because you order like one dish per person. So if you've only got you and a couple of your friends, that's what, like 4 or 5 dishes. But if you're going as a big family, there was 10 of us there. We got 10 more or less different dishes. So there was a lot of variety to go around. That was really good, really important. And then when we came back, we had some single malt afterwards, just to sort of wind down. I had a chocolate sundae because O'Regan really wanted one, so he grabbed me one. And just sort of wound down. And I took photos of everyone because, like, you never know. This is probably the first time I've seen them in quite a while, so better do it while I have the chance. And then I really wanted to get a couple of shots of Auckland from this particular bridge. So I said to Mum, let's go and take some photos. So we drove off into town just about midnight, which is why this vlog's probably a bit delayed, and set up the cameras and took some photos. And I really wanted like the light trails in the foreground because I figured it would look better, but there's no traffic at midnight, so I got what I got. Anyways, that's today. Tomorrow we'll be jumping on a plane. Probably when you see this, I'll be jumping on a plane that night and heading back to Australia. Alrighty, see you next time. Bye. So this is it. Now we're about to jump in the car and go to the airport. Hey look, Gems, it's the post box. Love you more.